Welcome, and it's time for Constitution Study Television. I am Douglas V. Gibbs, your host, and the Supreme Court, the United States Supreme Court, recently ruled on whether or not the question of citizenship should be on the census. The liberal judges said it should not be, the conservative judges said it should be, and then John Roberts, who has been getting more and more liberal ever since Obamacare, voted with the Democrat-aligned judges. So now here's the question. Constitutionally, does citizenship matter when it comes to the census? Should the question be asked? Should the people even be counted if they're not citizens or if they're illegal aliens? And so we actually have more than one category there. So let's first go to Article 1, Section 2 of the United States Constitution, the 3/5 clause, in which it was all free persons were counted except Indians not taxed, and then all other persons 3/5. That's what it says. The idea was that they were afraid that the South would have too much apportionment in the House of Representatives, be too powerful and dominate if slaves were counted as one whole number, and it would give the states that were moving towards anti-slavery too much power in the House if they counted them as zero. So they came up with this formula. But that's not what we're really there for. It's for the Indians not taxed. Now, in the 14th Amendment, that clause became obsolete because the 14th Amendment came up with a clause to supersede it, and it also uses the term Indians not taxed. So all persons except Indians not taxed are supposed to be counted for the purpose of apportionment for the House of Representatives, and back then also for taxation. So now here's the question. Who are the Indians not taxed? Why is that in there? And where do illegal aliens and non-citizens who are here legally, how do they all fit into it? Well, from the original point of view, persons under the full jurisdiction need to be counted. Indians not taxed were not, because they were members of another sovereign nation, their tribe. There wasn't a problem with illegal aliens per se back then, so they didn't feel the need to put that in the Constitution. But illegal aliens would be foreigners who belong to another sovereign nation who are not taxed. Now, I'm not talking about sales tax. We're talking about tax, direct taxation, Social Security card, whatever. Your non-citizens who have a green card are taxed. They get a Social Security number, they work in the system, they pay income tax at the end of the year, all that jazz. So they would not fall under the Indians not taxed. They'd be the same as an Indians that are taxed. What was the difference between Indians taxed and Indians not taxed? The Indians taxed decided to become a part of the United States. So, I believe the Supreme Court ruled wrongly, and that the question should be on there, and there should be an additional question. Are you a citizen? And if not, are you a legal resident? Because legal residents who are not citizens would be counted towards apportionment, but illegal aliens, just like Indians not taxed, would not be. Or at least that's the way I read Article 1, Section 2 and the 14th Amendment when it comes to those particular clauses. If you got questions, send me one. constitutionspeaker@yahoo.com. Visit the sites, douglasvgibbs.com, politicalpistachio.com. Read my books. I have 7 of them so far. Also at youtube.com/douglasvgibbs. I'm getting ready to start a new series about history based on my latest book, A Promise of American Liberty. So be on the lookout for that as well. Subscribe to both pages. This page is Constitution Study Television. The other page will be Real History and other videos. And I would love to see you on both. Subscribe to both. Get notifications from both. Share the videos. Let's grow this page. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. United we stand, combined we kick butt. God bless America. God bless you. Stay safe, stay patriotic, and as always, stay constitutional. Ciao.